Okay, because my schedule is getting pretty packed, I'm combining my reviews for the final 2 episodes of the Swedish HBO original series, Beartown. Now don't worry, if you're watching the series week to week, this is going to be spoiler-free, but it will contain some spoilers from the previous episodes. If you're looking for my spoiler-free reviews of those ones, I've linked them in the description below. So we've seen that Maya was raped by Kevin at a party at his house following the hockey team's win. Amat, the newest and youngest player on the team, witnessed this happening, but he just walks away. In the aftermath, Maya is trying to cope, but it's obviously and very understandably eating her from the inside. She confronts Kevin and tries to record him with a confession, but that doesn't work out. We see Kevin feeling guilty, but I think it's most likely because he's worried he's going to get caught and what the punishment will be, rather than him actually being remorseful. Kevin uses this to get even closer to Peter, which Maya witnesses a tender moment with Peter consoling Kevin. What Amat saw is taking its toll on him visually, but he still hasn't said anything, and that's pretty frustrating. The climax of episode 3 comes with Maya telling her parents what had happened. Peter is obviously devastated, but makes a call to the police, and Kevin is then taken off the team bus just as they're about to leave for the championship game. That's a pretty good cliffhanger. So episode 4 opens with the team heading to the game, but obviously in turmoil because they have no idea what's going on. We see parents freaking out, coaches panicking, players feeling lost because their coach isn't there, and neither is their star player. This episode gives us an exciting game, but really the tension comes from what's going on with the two families. We watch some pretty heartbreaking scenes as Maya tells and has to retell what happened to her. And you can just feel the anxiety and hurt and just that feeling of wishing everything is gonna go away. We get to see a lot of tension that is rising in the town too. The players are furious, the parents even more so. And then we have some parents who are scheming in the background, playing on the vulnerabilities of others. In episode 5, there are some crushing thoughts that are voiced, and that creates a lot of tension and upheaval within Peter's family. I think all the hockey mentality of the town has been building to this final episode too. I've mentioned before how we can feel the unhealth that comes from the town as they hold the hockey culture above just about everything else. We get to see so many culminating scenes in this final episode, and I really like how some of them build. We finally get to see some really good character growth too from a few of the players. And I mean of the town and of the drama, not of the hockey team. And this is what I've been waiting to see happen for some time. It was frustrating to watch participants in the drama know the right thing to do and yet not do it. So overall, I enjoyed this show. It's a bit of a slow burn, and it really is dependent on how well the characters can gel with us as an audience. We're certainly not supposed to like some of them, and even if we look at the town as one character in this, it's an unhealthy type of antagonist. I think watching this week to week might be difficult sometimes because not every episode ends in a way that demands that you continue watching. If though you're binging all 5 together, I think the story is pretty compelling. Yes, there are slower moments and some portions that do feel a bit like they're dragging, but to have some of those quieter times where the show breathes is also good. But to go along with that, I do think there could have been more excitement that was built in. The setting of this small town that's covered in snow is isolating and lonely, and I think those characteristics help to illustrate how and why the town focuses so much of its efforts on hockey. The commentary on the hockey culture of the town is good too, and can be applied to a lot of different scenarios. It doesn't just have to be about hockey or even sports. There are some relevant messages at work here regarding how people will look the other way or downright refuse to recognize something when it goes against what they hold dear, even if what's being shown is true. There's no sex or nudity, a lot of profanity and violence. I give both episodes 4 and 5 of Beartown 3.5 out of 5 couches. So have you enjoyed the series? Do you have a favorite Scandinavian series? I've seen a few that I've enjoyed, but I'm always on the lookout for more. Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this review, please give it a like. Also, don't forget to share and subscribe. I'm Chris. This is Movies and Munchies. Thanks for couching with me.